Yeah. So hi. Today we will concentrate on some of the other components of Android like text and button. So these properties first we'll concentrate. So first we will create a project, one project. So new project. So MTBS activity. So here I'm giving that BTEX button example. Right. So once the project has created, so first initial 1 week will deal with the regular layout, that is a linear layout. So after that, we will concentrate on next layout. So in this first for the button and text view, what are the properties? We will see. We will apply all the properties. Then after we will apply the listener for that. Yeah, this is yeah, almost it is created. Once it is created, we will see here. Yeah, now it is almost created. So here now I am changing this constraint layout to linear. So while loading, I'm removing this constraint layout. So now I'm changing this to linear layout. And after that here, we'll add orientation also because here Android has orientation, sorry, linear layout has orientation, right? So that is Android colon orientation. Orientation equal to, so vertical, right? So for the button, so let hello world should be like that. So now these, whatever these four properties are constraint layout properties. So I'm removing those constraint layout properties, right? Now we will apply other properties. Like what are the other properties? For a text view, so we have many properties. So that is a text size, text color, and the text style. Next, margin, padding. So mainly these are the major properties we have. So we will apply here one by one. Wait, and gravity, that is a position where you want to display, like the center, right, left. So like that we have. So that we will see here now. Just let load this once completely. So here I'm searching the properties, like Android word is common for all properties. So that's the reason I'm searching with the next letter, that is T. See here, text color. I'm giving the color. So that color, I'm randomly giving some color as followed by this. So that later we can change here with the indicator, like wait. So this with this indicator, whatever color you want, you can change that. So let us say I'm selecting this. Means no need to remember this codes. From there, we can get the colors, right? Next, text. So size. So text size, I'm giving as 20 SP, scale per pixels. So other like margin, padding. So those we will give as a in DP, density per pixel, but this we are giving as a SP, scale per pixels. Next, the text. Style. So text style, italic, right? So just I'll zoom here. So now how the hello world here, it is displayed as a same, right? But I'm going to give one more property here. So that is text all caps. Text all caps, true. So if I give that property, see, automatically entire text comes to capital, right? Like this, entire text comes to capital. So next, the text size, text color, text. So these all are the text like property related. Apart from this, we can give as some margin. So margin will create space surround the component, like 10 dp. The next, padding. So padding 10 dp. So padding will create inside, like inside the component. See, that is next. So gravity. So that's gravity we can define in two ways. So one is layout gravity, other is normal gravity. So here I am applying for this particular component as layout gravity as center. So why it is okay here, orientation spelling is wrong. But see now it is aligned center exactly, the left to right, right. So now I'll copy this entire text. And I'll paste here again. So this I'm changing match parent. Width I'm changing here match parent. Well, see now again text move to the left. Means layout gravity means entire component can move the position. So but whenever it is in a match parent, we should give gravity. Only content can move the position. See, now content has moved to that place. Like here, this center, right, left, we can give three. Left, normally we won't use because the default it is on the left. So when you want to give on the left, we won't give the left. We can give right and this. Right. This is about this button and text view property. Sorry, but text view properties. So now, once again, I'll paste this. Right. So this, instead of this text to view, I'll change to button. Right, because button is also having all the properties. Means in any component which has text property. So from this after text color, text size, style, all caps, margin, padding, and the gravity. These all the properties we can give. So here I'm saying that click me. Right. So I'm giving like this. So these are all the properties we can use. But button also I want to make as a match parent. So I'm changing this as match parent. So whenever we give match parent for button, this is not required. Whenever you want to give the left and right, here we will use. But here, see, defaultly the text should be center of this page. Right. So apart from this, we need IDs, right? So I'm creating one ID for the button because if you want to apply a listener, we need that. So here ID, that is BT1. So for the text view, also we'll give an ID. So that is ID. So at the rate plus ID, TB2. So for this, I'm giving an ID. That is TB1. That. So this is XML site. Now I want to handle this in a Kotlin. right? So if you want to write a code in a Kotlin, first we need to understand the file of Kotlin. So this Kotlin file is also similar as a Java. Like, see, first, if it is first one, Android, this BTX, that is button, sorry, package, whatever the package while creation of the project be given, that means first package, after the package imports, then the main class. So main activity class, main activity, that is a main class, right? Colon. Here colon indicates extents. In a Kotlin, colon indicates either it should be extents or nor it should be implements. But in this particular scenario, it is an extents. So extends app compact activity. So forget about app compact. Simply remember that activity means in Android, the main activity must should be means the major parent activity must should be extended as one type of activity. This is app compact is one type, so it is extended as a activity. So that is this. Then after activity lifecycle has total 7 methods. On a 7 methods, the onCreate is the first method. So the onCreate is the first method. So saved bundle instance state means in a bundle is nothing but it will define the OS bundle. See that input has came OS bundle. So we are accessing all the properties from this OS bundle. That's the reason we are starting with this OS bundle. Super.onCreate means just it is saying that to start this method. Right, then after that set content view. So the Kotlin file does not have an user interface. So you can create the set content view. So that is a set content view, that is r dot layout dot activity main. Means whatever we created activity main, that view has created for this year, right? Now, what is my intention? So I want to apply listener for the button. So whatever the button we taken on XML, so I want to give an action. So means what happens if I click that button, so it should display some content on a, like once I click on that button, it should display the text. Like now it is displaying hello world. So instead of hello world, I want some other message. So that how that message will come here. Now we will see. First, if I want to apply this, there are simple 3 steps I'll tell you here. So the first step here it is. So the first step, I want to declare here components where text view. So we have a text view, right? Where text view colon. So means here in like compared to Java, it is in a reverse, it will come. So what is our declaration first will come? The original text view, text original component will come in a second here. But in a Java, where text view, like text view equal to text view, like we will define, but here it is in a reverse. And after this, here itself, you can handle the nullify condition. So you can handle null exception here itself. Means if any nulls will come, that can be stopped here itself. So that to avoid that nulls, and it can program can be executed in a continuously. So that is like where button. So we have the button, right? Button colon the button. So this is both whatever the components we are going, that here we are declaring like this, right? So then after second step. So the second step should be here. So the second step within a onCreate method. So here, second step 2. So to identify these components, what are the components we are finding here? So those you can identify. So that is text view equal to find view by ID. So r dot id dot so that is tv1. Then button, so button equal to find view by ID. R dot id dot bt1. Right, next. So step 3. So what is the step 3? We are applying now here listener for the button. So step 3. So that is button dot set on click listen. So everywhere, like majority of the cases, we will use question mark. Question mark will define that if any null pointers will come, it can accept that null pointer exceptions, right? Now we supposed to set a text for the text view. Right here, I want to use the text view. Dot text. So yes, setter and getter both are the same. So that's the reason just we can write only the text. See, set text, get text, both are same. Like it will declare that what it is. So hello, good morning. So instead of hello world, I'm changing as hello, good morning. Right. So now I'm running this. We will see this next step. Yeah, just I connected my mobile. Yeah, we'll see once it is run, we will see the output, then we can go with the next step. Yeah, it is launching. So now I'm clicking on this. See here. Hello, good morning. So text has displayed. Right. So what we are expecting that is done here. Right. But here now, so whatever we discuss now, this is with the very basic code, right? So actually, this basic code in our industry we are not using like that. So because if it is a fresher kind of thing, this code is perfectly fine. But in case if you want to enter in industry, this code is not sufficient. So for this, what we will do? So here we will deal the code with data binding. So for that reason, so whatever the code we discussed, I'm commenting here. So just I simply here define this normal code. Now we are going to define the data binding code. So what is data binding? So the data binding is it is a one of the advanced topic, like it is a to avoid null pointer exceptions and also to reduce the code. Normally we will use data binding so that everyone has using in the real time has with the data binding concept only. So that is the reason now here in this is basic program I explained like this, but from now whatever the programs we are discussing, each and every program will deal with data binding only, right? So data binding only will deal all the programs. So for your understandable in this program, I'm commenting this. So this is the basic program, right? Now here for this closing brace is required. Done. So now data binding. If you want to apply data binding, so there are three steps in a Gradle scripts. So here in a build.gradle. So in a build.gradle project app, here within this Android, here you need to write the code. So here after this Kotlin options, here I'm writing. So data, I'm enabling data binding. So data binding enable equal to true. In case if you are in a older version of Android Studio, it is instead of enable, it's enabled. So D will add. If it is latest version Android Studio, it is enable is fine. Like that, you can check while you are doing. If you are in a older version, it will expect the D. So now it is syncing. So while syncing here in a XML side also, we need one change here. So here we have to take so parent as so layout. We should take the layout. So as a layout within a layout, we supposed to do this coding here means each and everything should be under this layout. So here layout can close this, right? So this data binding sync has completed. Now in Java. So what we will do in Java, now we will see here, right? So here first, we supposed to enable the data binding. So to enable data binding here, where binding, we are declaring the binding here. So binding colon. So the binding will generate on the name of XML. So what is XML name here? Activity main. So here the XML name, it is created as activity main binding, right? So XML name followed by the binding word, it will be generated, right? So we'll handle here nullify condition here itself. Done. So next step here, see once it is added here, binding will be imported here, right here. Setting up this also will change, that is binding equal to, so data binding util dot, so data binding util dot set content view. So here it is expecting the return type has one more parameter. So that is the context. Context means which refer superclass. So we need to give here your superclass reference to this. So that is here. Simply we will give the this. This means it will refer our superclass that is now currently it is in the main activity. Right. So now this also will expect an import. So we'll import that. Then we can go this. So for the shortcut key for import is the Alt Enter is the shortcut key for import. Right. Now next. Here now same. I want to give a listener for that particular button. So finding dot. So as I told, the question mark will always it will come. So BT1 dot set on click listener. Right, and on click listener. So here now I want to set up the text. Binding dot. So what is the component? TV1. So TV1 dot text. Right, equal to hello. Good morning something. Right. Now we will see this output. See. Now I'm clicking this. Hello, good morning. It is displayed. Right. Now what is my intention is, so initially it is displaying hello world, right? I don't want to display initially any text. So what can I do? So here I can remove. So for this first text view. Here I am removing the property of this. If I'm removing this property, if I run the program and if again I click on that button, text will display or not. So that time it will display because dynamically, see, this is initial loading the text, whatever the text we given, that is displaying. But after that, it is giving an updated version. That is what is we are setting up the dynamically, right? So, but here I so still wait, it is I think that's the reason this text has not gone here. So even initial like whatever we are giving that. So let us run again. We'll see once that after that we will apply one more property. See now the text is not here, right? Because we removed here. So if I run, we will see. So it is project is checking for some update. That's why it's running as not enabled. Yeah, now that is done, it will enable now. So now we will see now. See now I'm clicking this. See it is displaying. But initially, see if I close here and I'll reopen that. So it is text is not there, but the space is there. Even I want to hide this place initially. So for that here, now we supposed to apply here one property that is visibility. So I'm applying the property called visibility. So why it is not generating? So I'm at visibility. Gone. So gone. Under visibility gone. Right. See now that space is occupied by the next component. So again, when you click, if you want to display that, here again we need to add one more property. So that is here binding dot tv1 dot so set visibility. So here setter and getter both are the same. So directly we will apply the visibility. So visibility equal to view dot visible. View dot visible. Right. So let us run this. Mm. So, but this visibility and invisibility properties in lot of places we will use. See here now it is displayed. But here this visibility and invisibility property like total we can use in a three ways. So that we'll discuss here now. So this text I'm changing as visible. Right. So I'm changing as visible. And I'm copying this text, this button text again. I want to create two more buttons here. So let us copy this. And I have to create two more buttons. So that is BT2 and BT3. So this is the BT3. So here I'm changing as gone. Right. Here this is BT2. Here I'm changing as invisible. Means this visible and invisible property we can use three ways. One is the visible, other is the invisible, last is the gone. Right. So what is the difference between these three? We will see here next year. So I want to give the listener for the next two buttons, 2 and 3 also, right? So I'm applying the listener for that, right? So just here I'll change, this is the 2, BT2, right? So BT2 is nothing but it is invisible, right? So already the text is there, but just we want to invisible that. So instead of visible, I'm changing as invisible, right? So for BT3, so I want to gone. So right. So that is gone. So here, instead of this, I want right gone. Right. So let's run this. After that, we'll discuss it. See now, visible. Text as visible. Invisible. Invisible means only the content can hide, but space could not. Gone means the space. It goes including space. But this invisible visible property and gone property we used in the many cases, like let us say I'm applying one government job. So there is a government job, there is a lot of conditions. Like if you are minority, so that some special fees is required for you. If you are handicapped, some special fees required. If you are a female, some special fees are required. That those kind of special, like based on condition, you should enable this, you should disable this. So on those cases, we will use this visibility and invisibility property like this, right? So this is about the text view and button. So in next class, we'll see the next component, right? But I think Shravan, today you are going Tirupati, right? Shravan?
Sir, actually, today night I'm going to Vijayawada, sir.
Okay. When will we plan?
So actually, I- అంటే ఇవాళ ట్రైన్ ఉంటే రేపు మార్నింగ్ నేను క్లాస్ ఉంటాను సార్. ఆ ఫోన్లో అవైలబుల్ ఉంటాను.
ఓకే. సో ఒకసారి నాకైతే అది ఇన్ఫార్మ్
ఆ,
చేయి.
చెప్తాను సార్.
దాన్ని బట్టి ఒకసారి నీకు మహేంద్ర నేను అప్డేట్ ఇస్తాను. ఇన్ కేస్ తను అవైలబిలిటీ లేకుంటే మనం నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్
ఓకే సార్.